What's going down, my sweet little angels? Welcome back to Piece by Piece Mosaic, a studio session where I'm going to continue on where we left off last week, working on the wonderful St. George. If you're new here, welcome to Piece by Piece Mosaic, a channel where I share mosaic tutorials, tools, tips, tricks, and the odd history lesson. But today we're going to be continuing on the St. George mosaic. Last week I showed you guys how to add the outline, and this week what I'm going to do is add the purple and show you guys how to add some shading. So I've got here my reference image right there. You can see we're working on the cape, and it's got different shades of purple and lilac and lavender. I'll give you guys a better view in a second, but here you can see I've got my dark purple tiles, I've got my lavender colored tiles, and I've got my lilac colored tiles. I'm just making these names up as I go along, let's be honest. But you can see here, dark purple, medium purple, and light purple. And I'm going to be showing you how we go about making the shading and the depth in the mosaic. So I'm going to change the camera angle so you can see over top, and let's begin. Okay, you guys, if you're new here, I just want to let you know my house is not burning down as usual. I am lighting up some frankincense and smoking out the house. Love the smell. I highly recommend you guys get a chance to smell frankincense. It is wonderful, very therapeutic, very spiritual, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so here we are. Got my wonderful nippers and my tweezers and my glue and the tiles we're gonna need. Here you can see dark, medium, light. And here you can see where I have sort of started on the cape. Last week I made these outlines for you guys, showing you how to cut these tiles and make the outline. And what we're going to do is finish the cape. So now you can see here I've got some dark bits, some darker purples there, and I've got my medium purple here and the lighter purple there. So what I like to do is I'm going to start with the darkest parts first. So I'm literally just going to draw a line where the dark pieces are going to go. So darkness down here, dark purple here. We've got some more dark purple in here and in here, I guess in all the creases of the cape. And we've also got dark purple up here. One's right in this corner here. I think that's it, right? Yeah, dark, 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 and dark. So you can see what I did is I literally just looked at the darkest spots of this cape, and I'll start with those. And we will begin. I'll start from up here. So in our reference in our reference picture, we've got some light in there as well. So I want to make just a light, thin little line of dark, and I'll start with that. First things first, I'm just going to add some glue. My trusty, wonderful glue that I use all the time. First, I'm going to cut this in half. There you go. I'm going to take the thinner piece and give it just a little corner. Take off an angle like that. Not sure if this is showing up in camera, but you can see I put a little edge on that. And that is where I'm going to begin. Look at that. Man, it's almost like it's almost like I know what I'm doing. So that goes right there, and maybe I'll take another tile and cut it in half as well. Yeah, that's where my nails come in handy. The nails are also a tool. And then we just continue on. I really appreciate that I've been getting subscribers now. Like, this is pretty cool for me. And again, I'm just cutting my squared tile at a little bit of an angle, just so it fits in nicely to the next one. You don't have to do this, but I mean, it makes the piece look a little bit, makes the gaps look a bit tighter, like so. That fits right there. And the darkness is just at the top, so I'm going to stop this here, and then I'm going to start with these other dark parts. So there's not too much dark in this mosaic, in this part, sorry. But let's see if I can beat the glue. So again, I'm just using the reference picture and just seeing where they have, where whoever made the original mosaic of St. George. Of course, it's not going to be an exact copy. I'm definitely not skilled enough to make an exact replica of this. But what I'm trying to do is see where they added their... I don't like the way that fits there. Let's back that off a little bit. And I'll have another small little piece to put in their corner, like so. There you go. Wonderful. Like that. And like that. And then this piece should fit right in next to it. No, I want a little angle on that. So again, just cutting a rough little angle. And once you guys get used to making mosaics, yeah, perfect. Once you guys get used to making mosaics, you'll be able to eyeball the angles. Add a little bit more glue in case it is dried. I'm just, the reason I'm doing it this way is because there's less dark pieces in here than there are light pieces. And what you can do is just finish the dark quickly because there's less pieces, and then you can just fill in the rest. You don't really have to think so much because all the thinking's done right now when I got to figure out where I'm putting the dark pieces. Tile in here and get that to slowly taper off into a nice little point. That's that. And we taper it off to a nice little point. Like so. I need some more glue. And we'll put this point down like that. There you go. So now we got a nice little point. Comes down to a curve. This one comes out to a curve. And this is the last part where we have to add some darkness. Actually, there looks like there's a little piece here too. If we look in the drawing, you can see there's a little piece right here of darkness right in here. So maybe I'll use one of these pieces that I already have here, this little thin piece, and add that line in there as well. So this is just adding shading to our piece. That's what we're doing essentially, is we're creating depth, creating sort of like a 3D effect the best we can, of course. And that needs to be cut at an angle, like so. Maybe more of an angle. Like that. There you go. Now we have a spot at the top and a spot at the bottom to put our lighter tiles. Let's just cut a nice little piece for that corner now. Yes, it will. Wonderful. And this little guy, I'll fit right in here. Yes, it does. Just like that. What I can do is work on the medium colored, what I'm going to call the medium purple. So we have all along here, begin our light or our medium colored purple. So this is the dark stuff. Just put it in this corner. Put some glue over top of our guideline here. The reason I really like mosaics is because, as I mentioned before, it's a slow process. You're not racing to get this done. And these days, in the age of instant gratification, like there is everywhere online, and online slop content that just never ends. I mean, it's entertaining. It's definitely entertaining, but I like to slow down a little bit sometimes. I've got, as I'm sure many people do, we've got so much stuff going on in our lives, and it's hard for us to just turn our brains off and relax a little bit and sort of enjoy the moment. And this allows me to do that. And I guarantee you, if you choose to get into mosaics, it will do the same for you. It'll slow your breathing. It'll slow your mind. It'll let you focus. And it's pretty rewarding when you see what you're creating. You see what you've done. You can share it with other people and give it as a gift, or just display it somewhere. There's that line done. I'm actually going to be traveling to a monastery where I used to stay. I lived with Benedictine monks, I tell ya. And one of the mosaics that I've made, that's displayed behind us, you might not be able to see it, but I'll be taking that to the monastery and gifting it to the monks so they can put it on display in the guest house. I'll be taking you guys along as well. You'll see the whole journey. I'll show you how I package it up and how I'm gonna ship it over, and I'll take you to the monastery and show you guys around. It is in England, the monastery I stayed at. And if I look at my reference, actually two of the mosaics behind us are going to England. One's going to London and one is going to Chilworth, to the monks. One is going to be gifted to a pastor at a church in London. And it's a Baptist church. I've been welcomed there many times and had a good time. Always felt welcome, so I want to give back a little bit. Okay, that one's a bit too thick. Let's move that one down. And find us a thinner piece. So you can see the process is the same, really. Mark out where your tiles are going. Start with one color and work your way over. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll fill this in with light just so you can see it coming together. And then I can end the video here and see you guys in the next video on Monday. Possibly. Oh yeah, right in there. There you go. Now you're sort of seeing it come together now with all the lights and the darks. So we got the 3 different shades of purple that's going to match this side. And I'm just going to keep going. Here we've got our mid purples. Anywhere you still see the red lines in the cape, it's our mid purples. And then everything else will be this light purple. When it's all done, it'll look something like this. So you guys, that was the next step of the St. George series, I guess we'll call it now, where last week I showed you how to do the black outlines, and this week we went over how to add different colors. Using our reference image, we drew on where we put our first color. In this case, it was the dark purples. Once we finished that, we then drew on where we put our next color, which was the medium purple color. And then what'll be left is our light purple. And that will fill in everything else. If you like this kind of content, if you like the studio sessions, please let me know and I can keep them going for longer. If not, I'll just do little bits and take you guys along the journey. This is going to be a long project, you can tell. And I'm really glad you guys are enjoying it. And again, if you want to get into mosaics, I've got tons of videos on showing you how to start mosaics and the tools you guys need to start making mosaics. And here you can see it's really basic. It's these 3 tools I'm using. It's all I'm using right now. You can make something like this too. If you have any video ideas, put them in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. That would be great. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.